Hold on. Season 2 of State of Decay 2? Is that what that title says? You're thinking, I'm one of the 2 to 3 people that are actually watching this. I know for a fact the first season hasn't concluded yet. So, what's going on? Well, it has concluded. The first playthrough cannot continue for a compounding reason that I'll get into in a moment. Let me first just, for clarity, explain how I record this. Basically it goes like this. I just start playing and I record everything, and I record a whole chunk of playtime, and I edit that, as far as you can call it editing, into chunks of about half an hour. I just cut it and make a video like that. Then upload all those videos and just have them sitting there in YouTube waiting on a schedule to automatically release every week. I do it that way for 2 reasons. First, I don't actually, the way I play games is I always play what is interesting to me and what I'm in the mood to play. So what can happen is that I play a game and record it, but then halfway through I want to play something else, and I don't want to be forced to keep playing that game. So by having a bunch of stuff like in a just waiting there to be released, then I don't have to force myself to play it. It'll just come out as it goes, and I could continue playing when I feel like it. But also because of the one person I know to be actually watching this. You know who you are, you don't have a lot of time, so you can't actually watch more than 1 or 2 episodes a week anyways. So that's why that makes sense to me to do. But like I said, the first playthrough is done and it cannot continue for the following reason. Like I said, the way I recorded this, I can play something else in between, and I did. And I also had some work stuff going on and some other personal stuff, so I haven't actually played this game in a few months after the last video, whenever that comes out. I'm not sure if that last video has come out or has yet to come out as you're watching this. We'll see about that. But I haven't played in several months since then. So what happens is I'm in the mood again to play the game, and that's why you're watching this video. So I went back to the Xbox app, that's where I own the game, and I went to launch it. It won't launch. As soon as I launch the game, it opens the Microsoft Store and directs me to the Gaming Services app for some reason. Doesn't tell me why, doesn't tell me what for. I exit it, I launch the game, it again puts me on the Gaming Services app in the Microsoft Store. Nothing happens otherwise, the game doesn't launch. Now immediately I get very, very annoyed, more than reasonable, as you would expect, because, and I'm not exaggerating here, this is, I have issues similar to this, not exactly this, but similar to this with the Xbox app about once every other month. Every single time they do an update to that app, I have issues with it. It won't launch, and I only use the app to play games. So to launch a game and to actually play it. So every other month I get shit like launching issues, connectivity issues, sign-in loops where it just tells me you need to log in to play this game. So I log in, then I press start, then it says you need to log in to play this game. So I log in, then it says press start, so I press start. Then it says you need to sign, and it keeps going like that forever. I've had just a horrible experience. So I'm trying to fix this, right? Because I want to continue to play through. So I'm looking at, first of all, that gaming services thing that redirects me to. I figure, okay, I need that to play the game, but I already have it downloaded, so I don't know what the problem is. I try to search for a restore button or repair button. I know it's supposed to be there, it's not there. So I don't know what to do. I look at the reviews for the gaming services app, right? It has like a 1.8 or 1.9 out of 5 stars with a whole bunch of 1-star reviews of people saying, I'm trying to launch my game and it won't let me. I'm trying to sign in and it won't let me. I'm trying to do this and it won't let me. And all these reviews, they are continuous from like 5 minutes ago till 4 months ago till a year ago. As far as I can look, like as far as I know, these issues have been going on for actual years. And Microsoft has never fixed it. So I'm looking online for solutions, right? I get to the official Microsoft page, for a solution for this, the official Microsoft page redirects you to a forum of non-Microsoft affiliated people answering your questions about what's wrong with your game and launching issues and all that stuff. So that's extremely poor and like amateur style, right? So anyway, I am sifting through these forum replies to look for a way to actually launch the game I paid for of Microsoft, a multi-billion-dollar company, because apparently they can't fix their shit. And so I'm getting more and more annoyed. Every solution I see is just generic nonsense. Like we've all been there, right? Where there's like 7 steps and all of the first steps are like, have you tried restarting your computer? Like it's just bullshit. So you have to shift through what actually might work. So I try everything, nothing works. I see most people replying that it doesn't work for them, with the odd one out saying it does for them. Whatever, I can't find anything. I'm trying to search external sources, right? I get linked to a YouTube video eventually. The guy has like 10 solutions and like the 8th or 9th finally works for me. I had to go into like registry editors, and not the one from the official solution, by the way. That shit doesn't work, don't try it. But I had to type in a bunch of commands that looks like hacking. I don't even know what it means, to fix the launching issue. So I'm 2 hours out of my time is gone, right? 2 hours is gone. I can finally launch the game. I get into the game. I'm very annoyed. I'm trying to, I'm pressing just continue to play. My save game isn't there. I am so angry at this point that, like, I've had this exact issue happen before, quote unquote, luckily, where my save game isn't there. So I know, I don't remember how to fix it, but I know I've done it before and I know I can. But I am just so annoyed because this is the millionth time this has happened and it just doesn't work. And it's Microsoft. So they can't get it to, like, I don't know what, there's only 3 possible solutions here. Either Microsoft doesn't know that it's broken, in which case their communication is absolutely horrible because they have had 1-star reviews for years now. And you cannot contact Microsoft about this, by the way. I have tried every avenue I tried to search to contact them about this. They just redirect you to forums of people that don't even work there to answer your question. So either they don't know it's broken, in which case that's inexcusable, or they know it's broken but they can't fix it, in which case they're incompetent. Let's not go easy on this. It's Microsoft. They have more resources than Valve does. Like, Steam works 100% of the time. If it ever doesn't work, it works after, like 2 minutes later it works. They have people on that continuously. Or last possible option, they just don't care enough to fix it. Whichever of the 3 it is, it has to be one of the 3. It's inexcusable and I don't accept that. And I don't respect it at all on any level. Like, I cannot stress enough that this is Microsoft, a multi-billion-dollar company. And you put money down and they put software in place. Like, you can't opt to not use that software. They put software in place, they force you to use it. Like, they force you to use it so much that I try to actually launch the game by just going to the files and repairing the files themselves and just not interact with the Xbox app. That app blocks you. It locks all the files up. So you can't use them unless you're in the app. So you have to use, like, I spent some time trying to look for ways to, like, you basically have to hack your own files of the thing you paid for to unlock it, so you can actually use it that way. It's absurd. So they force you to use this shit, and they don't care or have the capability or, you know, even understand that it's supposed to maintain that. So fuck Microsoft. Seriously, I'm still fucking angry. Like, this is inexcusable. I do not respect it. I will never interact with the Xbox app again, except for, you know, when State of Decay 3 launches, if it is Xbox exclusive, because let's not fool anyone here, I will have to play that when it comes out. But otherwise, like, I'll get it on Steam when it comes out there. Like, fuck them. Seriously, I don't want to interact with them ever again. Even if they end up fixing this eventually, this is taking years. I just don't trust them on any level. This is absurd. I've actually gone into contact with some people that about this issue, and they just told me, like, I couldn't fix it. I couldn't fix it, and I haven't played the game for 4 months. I just bought it somewhere else. I'm playing it there now, and that is what I'm doing right now. So, I mean, I can rant. I've been ranting on for like 10 minutes, I think, but I can rant on for this for a long time. So I'll just leave it at this, as far as I can. I'll start every video with fuck Microsoft, just to get that off my chest. But yeah, so that's what happened there. Yeah, while it's possible to continue that playthrough, it takes so much hassle, and I'm just so done with it that I won't. And I'll just do a new playthrough, because the game was on sale on Steam actually when this happened. It was like $5. So just bought it there. I pressed launch. You know what happened though when I pressed launch? It actually launched again. It's amazing. Anyway, I will not be able to let this go, I know. Yeah, so I couldn't transfer my save from the Xbox One, obviously. So I lost all my characters. I lost that playthrough, which I am upset about, because the legacy pool is cool. And I had some really good characters in there, so I have to build that up again. And I will never get those same characters back, obviously, so that's unfortunate. But whatever. Better than having to deal with issues. Like, I won't have that anymore ever again now. So that's a good thing. Also, the good news is, I actually discovered that I might like editing. I know I haven't done any actual editing up to this point, but I was doing this Darkest Dungeon video, Darkest Dungeon 2 Early Access look, and I was busy with this, like, I was talking mostly negatively about the game, because I had a lot of things to say about it, but I did say some good things about it. And while I was looking at that, watching it back, editing it, I actually remembered, like, the game is... I'm mostly critical because the parts where the game is supposed to shine well, it doesn't yet. So that's why I'm critical of it. But it does do a lot of things right, and I didn't want to skip over that, which I did in my commentary. So when I mentioned something positive about it, I had this idea to just... had this text just flip around on screen, kind of like an overflow of positive bullet points, basically, to mention. Just to show, you know, there's a lot of good things in this game. It's actually designed... It has a lot of good design. It just doesn't in the parts that matter to me. But I didn't want to, like, opt out of mentioning that. So I thought it would be cool to have like this text jumping out of the screen to show like, oh, there's a lot of good things about this game. And I had no idea how to do it. So I actually ended up using some stock text animation that is basically a drop-down box where you just select this is what I want to happen. But a stock animation, so the options there are very limited, and I couldn't actually make the effect I wanted to create, so it actually looks really dumb. And it kind of goes... It doesn't... I don't really hit the point I was trying to make with that animation, I think. But you know, I also know I'm probably the only one that watches that back, so it doesn't really matter. I'll just upload it and have that on the record for me to watch back myself. But watching that back, I was like, well, I would actually like to know how to do that properly. So I went to some tutorials and figured out, you know, I just went step by step how to do that stuff. I knew how to do it, sort of. I still can't do it really well, but I kind of do it a lot better than I did before. And I actually found out it's really fun to do that stuff. It takes a long time, but it's really fun to do video editing. So I kind of want to get into it, and I want to get some experience with that, and I want to get some practice. So what better way than to make some more recordings and just edit that, right? And I think State of Decay lends itself really well for that because it takes a lot of time to edit stuff. But I do think like State of Decay is not a game where you make a lot of cuts because the whole point is that you see everything that happens. At least I think so. Like it doesn't make any sense to be like, well, I need some construction materials and then cut to the next scene. So I got the construction materials, right? That's weird. Like the whole point is going out and getting them. So I don't have to edit that much for this, but I can do some cool edits. Like for example, during that last run, I did some stock text animation where if someone died, I did something like, all right, so this is how many people died, like this. Which works, but it was kind of lame. Like I can't do what I want to do with that text. Like it has to go exactly the way it does because there's no other option. But now I could probably do something like, this is how many people died. I mean, right? I mean, I hope that looks good. Otherwise, it's weird. I mean, it's weird anyway. But yeah, I would like to do some of that stuff, and I don't have to over edit this, so which means I should have the time to do this. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this and doing another playthrough. I had initially only thought about doing one playthrough, State of Decay, but I guess I'll do another. So also, they did a update while all of this was going on. Like I couldn't launch the game again. One of the best updates they've ever done. So they made forever communities, which means that won't actually pop up in this game, but after you finish the game, you have this legacy pool, right? And all your characters that you have pop up here, and you can choose to start a new game with them. And then they'll, you can select up to 3 characters when you start a new game. So you can have these 3 legacy characters, and they'll have all the skills that you developed so far. They'll have all the items in your inventory that you finished the game with. So that's cool. You can kind of get a jump start, right? But they changed it now to where there's all these different options here. You can select them based on these different things. But also you can now recruit them in communities that are already going. So let's say I finish the game, right? I have all these characters. I start a new game with 3 of them, and then at some point I'm like, okay, let me get a 4th. So I can recruit someone of my legacy pool here. And it'll cost influence, and that influence cost is determined by how far you are into the game, I believe. I haven't played with this myself yet, and how many times you've done it. So it'll actually start to cost a lot of influence to do this. But you can do it, and before there was no way to actually get more legacy survivors. Which also means what you can do is start with a whole new set of dudes, and then just recruit someone from your legacy pool that way. Or what you could even do is you're playing a game, you're not, like you have a bunch of characters that you don't want to abandon, but you also don't want to finish the game for some reason and you want to start a new game. You can actually send them to the legacy pool mid-playthrough and then, be able to start a new game that way. Or if you have 2 communities going on, which you now have more slots for communities as well. There's now 5 slots, right? There used to be 3. If you have 2 communities going on, and you're saying, well, this character's really good, but he would fit a lot better in the other community, you can send him to the legacy pool, load up the other community, and recruit him there, and just swap characters that way, right? So this is a really cool update. Like I said, it won't pop up in this playthrough since I don't have any characters. Fuck you, Microsoft. But yeah, there's other stuff in this update that's really cool, but I'm very happy about this. I'm really excited. And maybe I'll do even more playthroughs. Who knows, right? Now, another thing is that, yes, one person, you are actually commented that they were playing State of Decay 2 themselves based on the video. And they were like, well, one thing is really, really different in that they have no idea where to go and where to find resources, and I do. Because the way this game works, right, is that loot distribution is at least somewhat sensible, okay? So like, if you want food, you go to a place like a diner, right? You're likely to find food there. You go to like a fast food joint, you're likely to find food there. If you need a crossbow, you go to like hunting camps, right? You're likely to find a crossbow there. If you need weapons, you go to an ammo store, you're likely to find ammo there, or weapons there. Stuff like that, construction materials, you know, go to construction sites. Things of that nature. Now, I knew that map very well that I was playing on. It was probably my favorite map, up to that point anyways. Probably still is. So I know where everything is. I know where all the hunting campsites are, I know where all the like military blockades are, I know where everything is on that map. So I know where to find stuff. And if you're playing a different map, or you just don't know, or you're playing ahead of me, you wouldn't know where to go to find certain things. So you have to scout, and that was very different apparently from my playthrough, where I didn't need to scout at all. So what I'm going to do in this one is I'm going to play a map that I barely played at all, and I will not know where stuff is for the most part, because I don't know that map off the top of my head at all. So I'll need to scout as well, and it'll be more similar in that sense. So that's what I'll do. And I also think, like, the fact that I haven't played in months, and the fact that I'm playing on an unfamiliar map, and I'll still play on lethal, obviously. I think that'll be a very interesting, because I don't know if you recall, but the last playthrough, at some point it started going pretty bad. I did feel pretty confident I could finish the game. I wasn't that far off. But it didn't go well, by any means. It went well enough to finish it, but I had a lot of deaths. And that makes it interesting, I think, having to deal with setbacks. So that'll certainly happen in this case. If I don't know the map and I haven't played in a long time, that'll be rough. So I think this will be interesting to do. So yeah, that's a very long intro, but whatever. Like, I like to talk through this stuff, so that's what happened. That's why I'm doing this, and that's why I'm not doing the other thing. So it has to be this way, but also that's a good thing, because you know, it has some plus sides to it. So let's get into it. Just start a new game. New community. I will skip the tutorial though, because I don't like I want random dudes. I don't really care about anything else. So let me put it on lethal, obviously. Let's quickly go over what that actually changes. You can see it here. I will not talk about everything, but it makes the combat a lot harder. The community will be a lot harder. You will start with a basic dissatisfaction or unhappiness, I guess, just for playing on lethal. So you will have to manage that. It's fairly difficult. And of course, resources will be more scarce. You can't find a lot of things and stuff like that. You can pause on any of these if you are interested in seeing that. Now, oh, hold on. The map I will go for. Let's see. Oh, I like what they did here. I didn't actually notice, but they added the home sites that are on the map, and they added a preview of the actual map over there. That's cool. So you know what you're talking about. Trumbull Valley is the newest map. It's a map from State of Decay 1 that they ported over. It's a very, very good map, but I will not play on that because I've played on it more than some other map I will choose. This was the map I played on before. It is my favorite map, probably. I just like the layouts, and I like how it looks and all that stuff. Let's see, Cascade Hills. I think this is the one I'm going for. I believe so. Like, the reason I don't play this map often is I don't like the starting area. And that's pretty much the only reason I never went back to this map. Or never. I played it like 3 times, maybe? But that's all quite long ago, so I'll probably do this. Uh, Meager Valley, let me think. Which one is that? Oh, it's that one. Yeah, I do like this, sort of. This is a pretty good map. I had to get used to the giant fucking cut off in the middle of the map, which I didn't like, but it is a good map actually, after I've gone to play it more. And Drucker County, much the same. Also a bit of a cutoff in the middle, which I didn't like myself. But I will not play on random, so I will go for Cascade Hills then. That is the map I played the least. So here we go. I see I can click random, but I can also just slap something on here. It immediately tells me their hero, what type of hero they are if they ever get promoted. So I can see that this one is a warlord. Scrum certification is actually pretty good. Let me see. Very interesting this. A builder. I will go for a builder most likely. This also has chemistry, which is good. I do like chemistry. And what do I have here? Utilities is quite nice. I don't know about idealist. I will not look up the... well, maybe I will. I don't know. I probably will skip here until I get 3 good people to start the game with. So I might make a cut here. I will not make a habit of making cuts because I don't like that during actual gameplay, but at the start here it makes sense. So I'll probably cut here to the point where I get really good 3 characters, because I do want to start with some good characters. The game allows me to do that, so we'll do that. So here we go. And there we go. These are the 3 characters that I decided to start the game with. It took me quite some time to reroll them to land on these 3. And they're still not perfect though, but they're definitely good enough. And I don't want to reroll forever. Now while I was busy with rerolling them, I actually noticed some of the other changes of that most recent update that I really like. For example, before, when you roll characters or import characters from your legacy pool, you can only get this overview right here. But you might not know what the traits mean. There's many traits in this game, and I found myself having to pull up a wiki and just look at, okay, what, like germaphobe, what does that actually do? And now I can just do this, and I can get the overview right there, which is really nice. And I can also just scroll down, and then if I have a 5th community skill, which I don't on this person, I can also see what that does. So that's really nice, so I don't have to look all that stuff up on a wiki anymore. Additionally, you can get to see their inventories, which doesn't really matter when you just roll new characters, because all the inventories are, you know, very basic like this. But if you import someone from the legacy pool, what I had happened to me quite often is that I just don't remember what I put in their inventories. Because remember, if you finish the game and a character goes to the legacy pool, they keep anything that they have in their inventory. So when you start a game with them, they keep all that stuff for the new playthrough. So what you do often is you just give them all really good items the moments before you finish the game, so that they enter the legacy pool with that. But then often I forgot what was in there, so I didn't know who to bring for what purpose. So now if I ever start a game with legacy characters, I can just see, oh right, they had this on them. I was always using just a sheet with people's names and then to track what was in their inventory up to this point. So that's no longer necessary. That's really nice. So I really like this change. That's really good. And also another change I really like is that, so for example, let's say I skip over this guy because, you know, you skip over many people just because, you know, you don't see particularly good traits, but like your skipping becomes a little too quick, right? So you accidentally skip over this one and you're like, wait a minute, did I just saw germaphobe there and some other good shit? Wait, what was that, right? And then the character's gone. No, he isn't. You can go previous for up to 2 people back. So you no longer skip people, you don't want to, you know, skip. So that's really nice. Very good changes. I like it a lot. So anyways, these are the 3 characters I landed on. I'll go over them real quick. So this guy takes power naps and germaphobe. I always try to go for 2 really positive traits. Otherwise I skip them, even if they have one really good one. I personally like power naps because it gives stamina. I think stamina is really good. I think it's a little bit better than health, personally, because it lets you survive fights by just running away. And also less beds used, which is great. Like in my last playthrough, I ran into a problem of not having enough beds. Always nice. Germaphobe, infection resistance, not a ton, but plus 50 is pretty good, you know. It's not bad. And, you know, you build up blood plague really fast and lethal, so this is a nice character. Also an empty 5th community skill, so I can give him a really good skill at some point. Like hygiene would fit him really well, or maybe sewing, which is one of my favorites. So that's one character. Then this one, she has computers. I personally really like the computers skill once it's upgraded. Lets you do some cool stuff with drones and upgrade your command center and stuff like that. Also, she has a stamina bonus, quite nice stamina bonus, nothing too interesting, but pretty nice. And then minus 50% food consumed per day. That's really great because food consumption is really high on lethal specifically. So this is a nice character to have, just really solid. And then lastly I have this guy, Dutch, accurately named. So he has a stamina and a health bonus, with most of the bonus being in stamina, which I like, and also less beds used. Not a particularly amazing character, but on this specific person I was just rolling forever. I think I was rolling for like half an hour, and I was finally like, well, alright, fine, this is good enough. Also he has cooking, which is nice. I don't favor it myself, but it's good enough. So start the community like this, and let's go. Now, a thing to mention is that obviously, so I don't know if you saw the last playthrough, I didn't do great, but I did good enough to actually finish the game, but I definitely didn't do great. And at that time, I was already playing the game for 2 months before I started that run. I was really into how it works and how it moves and how to play it, how it controls. And also I was playing on my favorite map that I've played most of all. So now both those things don't apply. I haven't played in a long time, and this is a map I barely played, so this will be hard, considering I barely had success last run. So what I anticipate happening is I might fail a run or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, but I'll keep them in. Like, I don't want to get rid of anything footage wise, so here's what I'll do. I'll keep a run counter in like the top left or something, and keep that, like, you know, a little bit faded until something happens and I enter a new run and make it pop up or something like that. I start in nighttime, which I don't like. I also hear some stuff nearby. It's on that rock, I think. But yeah, so a run may fail, that's fine.
Someone would want this.
It might... That's okay. I'm here to just finish this. Okay, interesting. That is probably not a good start. Well, luckily I am up here, so they can't get to me, so I'll just scout. Remember, I do need to scout this game because I don't actually know where anything is. Construction site is good. Usually some construction materials there. I see a camp that might have crossbows. Now I will have to fight a bunch of dudes, but I do have these guys with me, so we should be okay. However, dismounting from this ladder might prove to be tricky. Let's give it a try. Alright. Now I definitely need help, so come over here.
I've got to keep that one down.
So I have a blunt weapon and I'm trying to spread around my hits so that more enemies are stunned. So that they can attack me. Although as you can see by my health meter, they did attack me and got some hits. Now, I don't see the feral on the map yet. Usually on lethal, a feral spawns really close by. Which is a thing. And I do want to kill the feral while I have these guys with me still.
How about we find a quiet, isolated spot to hole up?
Because
I'm
not quite confident I can kill the feral by myself at this stage. So let's keep moving. Is there any particular place I want to pass through? Let me just take care of the screamer. Can I do that without anything alerting me? Unlikely, but I can probably kill it before it screams. There.
You scary as hell.
Okay. Now, let me cross. Let's see. I could cross this fruit stand to get some food on the way. I still have room for one more rucksack among my party. I do need to be mindful that the feral is somewhere out here. Now, let me search this trunk because they're usually pretty good. They have some very random but very good loot in them quite often. Machete is not that great, but
I can see this place being a pretty.
still, it's some parts, I suppose.
There's no way they didn't hear that.
Search all this.
For me, don't mind if I do.
There's some food. Kill the zombies that alerted. Am I good? Oh! Hold on. Alright. Let's search this. I won't be able to carry it, but I can search it. Oh, it's a gas can. I can't carry that.
We need to settle
Hey,
down
you.
somewhere strong.
Take all my
Good
stuff.
sight lines would be nice.
There. And let's see. Pick that. Hold on, where was that camp? Is that the only camp there? Usually if there's a campsite like this, there's usually a couple others around it. So I'm going to check that because there might be a crossbow there. And I am currently without any ranged weapon. Which is bad, obviously. But also, I really want a crossbow. Let's just fight these. Now I am trying to protect my
Watch out, Pharaoh.
friends here. Oh, here's Phil. I'll let my friends deal with it first. Ooh. Okay, thank you. Like I said,
I'm just about out of these.
not doing super hot. I totally forgot the controls. I was scrambling here with whatever my control keybinds were. So yeah, that's what I was hoping for, to take it out with my friends there, because I wasn't confident I could do it. And if it got me alone, I most likely would not have been able to. I need to get used to some stuff. Again. I'll have them kill that. Yeah, there are more camps here. That's good. So camps are more likely to have crossbows. Oh, I've timed that really poorly. Like I said before, I need to get used to some stuff. Again. which will be interesting on lethal. Come on, crossbow. Nope. Okay. Well, let's kill that before it causes some trouble. Okay. How many campsites are... Oh, there's another one. Come on, crossbow. Oh, this one doesn't have anything in it. Is this the last one? No, there's another one up there. Right? I believe that's the case. Come on, crossbow.
Shoot. They heard that.
No, but a good backpack. That's nice too.
I can't let that screamer bring more friends.
Wait, what screamer? Oh, I totally didn't see it. That's really bad. I'll leave it there for now. Energy drink, that's nice. I'll actually do a normal search. I don't want to alert that screamer. Okay, so no crossbows here anywhere. Is this all the camps though? I believe so, yeah. That's unfortunate. Because I have no idea where else to find more camps. So I'll need to check that at some point. Let me get my stamina back. Remember, crouching brings your stamina back faster. This one is... well, dead. If it wasn't already. Okay. Anything else of interest here? Not exactly. I think I need to just claim my home site. Oh wait, I do have the fuel. I should just fuel this up. Oh nice, Nate here is going to unlock his hidden trait. All characters have one hidden trait that they will unlock
5 minutes into the next game, his knee exploded.
after a random amount of time if they are following you. So you should always bring people that you haven't unlocked their hidden trait yet as followers for them to unlock it. Let's see what his is. Let's see. He's a basketball fan. He hasn't unlocked that one yet, so he gets some morale bonus from facilities with a projector. That's okay, that's not great, but that's fine. I'm going to take out all these zombies because I don't want to drive with the halfway beaten up car across all these. Also, I am not alone right now, so it's safer to fight. And I could use some experience. I'll leave that last one. That's okay. And then let's drive. I'm just going to drive to the safe zone, I think. Yeah. Safe house, that is. Oh, right, this safe house. Yeah, so this safe house is the reason I don't like playing on this map. Now, I don't exactly know why. I don't have a fully logical reason. I just don't like this safe house for some reason. Like, where it is at on the map and what is in there, how you traverse that or move around that base. I just don't like it. I hear a screamer. My friends are taking care of it, I think. And I think they did, based on the influence gain there. Yeah. Alright, so anyway, let's clear this then.
No time at all.
Oh shit. I do need to be careful because I'm very low in health. off just in case. Okay. Yeah, these stairs. I hate these stairs. It's part of what I don't like. Like, let's say you're up here and you want to go down, right? You can't jump off of any of these parts. So it's kind of awkward, especially if you're in a hurry, if the base is under attack or something. I don't particularly enjoy it.
It looks pretty safe. I think we should claim this place and move in.
Also, I think this base has...
Good idea.
Like, all bases are different in this game, right? And I believe that this base particularly... Like, its plus sides are that it has a lot of beds. Which is kind of nonsensical for the smallest base on the map. Right? Because you're not going to have... If you have a lot of people, you've been playing for a while, so you're going to move into a bigger base. It has more slots to work with. If I recall correctly, that is. So let's claim it though.
Our first priority has
Okay.
to be gathering materials. We'll need them to improve
Now
this
I will
place.
switch this character out.
Yo, we need someone to explore a new
Obviously.
space out there. You up for it?
She will dump everything. And let me swap to... Who is the least battered up? Not that bad. Yeah, I guess I'll switch to him then.
Our cupboards are now full.
So let's see here. I don't like the cleaver myself. Oh, hold on.
I can't carry that.
Oh, it dumps everything automatically. Okay, that's fine. And where is the other person? Not you. Is he just in here? No. Wait, where? I ran past him, I think. Oh yeah, here he is. Grab all his stuff.
No more room. No more room.
Wait. That's not going.
No more room.
Wait, why not? Hold on. Oh, right. See, like I said.
I can't carry that much.
I'm having a lot of trouble here figuring out basic logic. Okay, here we go. Right? I think I got it. There. So take all the stuff and put it in here. Now my food is fine, which is good. Let's equip this guy with the best possible stuff I have, which is not much. Let's see. I do like a blunt weapon at the start of the game because I cannot, like, I don't have firearms, so the only way to deal with ferals is with melee, and blunt weapons are better for that. I will grab this and I will grab that. I don't have anything other useful things. So let's go like this then, and let's go grab construction materials as soon as possible. But I already used that survey point game. Oh well. Let's see, I should go to this survey point so I can also see what's around me. Now I do have the car, maybe I should take someone with me to go for longer scavenging. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Oh shit, he moved. Where are you, buddy? You're here, but not right here. Are you up here? Yes.
I could use your
come on.
assistance with something. Shouldn't take long.
Lead the way.
So yeah, this was kind of pointless to take all his stuff, but whatever. Let's see if I can get... Yeah, I'm just giving his exact stuff back. There you go. And let's go. I do have some fuel in the car, so it's good.
Heading out. Close up behind me.
Okay, come on. We really need some construction materials, but let's survey first. Because that's close by.
It's going well so far. Wonderful.
Oh! That's not an execution. Oh wait, he was already dead. Wait, I hear a scream. No, it's just a regular zombie. Okay. Okay. Now... Oh, it shrunk.
Sometimes hope can pay off.
Ooh, that's nice. A toolkit. I'll use that immediately. See, trunks are deceptively good in this game. There's some good stuff in them, quite often. So there we go. Let's use the
I don't
survey
see
points
anything
up
worthwhile
here.
in here.
Now I do need to be careful because I'm just not equipped at all to deal with feral. Meaning, you can deal with ferals if you're skilled at the game, but again, I haven't played it in a while. So, oh, I like this survey point. It's very
Oh
clear.
man, I always wanted one of those. I bet it's still
Oh, an
works, too.
ambulance. Ambulance, whatever.
Plague hard in sight.
Military checkpoint will have some ammo. That's really nice. And I'll make that my first outpost, I think. Having some more ammo income is quite good. I'll go for food outpost and an ammo outpost, probably.
Okay, nothing more to see here.
Okay, so let's take a look at this. Good. You know, I am tempted to go for the military checkpoint first because there's likely to be some weapons there. And I'm just not equipped to deal with many things right now. So let's do that. Even if there's weapons there, the chance that they're silenced is low. But like emergency feral murderings is good. Why is there a thing here? Or is that just a possible location for materials? I don't know. That doesn't really make sense, but let's go. Oh, let's loot this place. Could be some good stuff.
Damn it, that did it.
Okay, just some valuables. And scraps. Alright. I see the screamer, but I'm going to ignore it for now. I see the bloater, but I can't deal with it. I don't have a ranged weapon. Okay, come on.
I think we've been through here before.
I'm going to search without doing the fast search. I see some zombies up ahead. I know the bloater's behind me. Like, I don't want to trigger anything right now
It's not nothing.
because I just don't have many ways to deal with things. There are only 3 lootables in here, so I hope there's some weapon of some type. Got some shotgun shells, it's mostly useless. It's just too loud. Well, I got a sidearm. A pretty good sidearm. And 17 is good. I don't have a silencer yet, though. But I guess it's something. Fairly decent sidearm. It can't zoom, unfortunately, but... Alright. So there's that. Let me see. Might as well go here, right? For some materials. I could, but I will have to kill the screamer. It's just too dangerous. Which I will do by using the back of my car. remember the back of your car does not take damage. Apart from cosmetic damage. Like you can clearly see it has like a dent in it, but no matter how many times you hit something with the back of your car, it'll never blow the car up. The car only takes damage from basically the sides and mostly from the front. So it's safe to hit whatever with the back of the car. Oh, he's gonna
Can't do it.
do that. Okay. Let's see what's in here. A mini fridge. What does that do actually? Can store meds or food.
I feel
Okay.
like a pack mule.
That is something. I don't know how useful that is, but you can carry that. This should have some materials.
I
There we
can't
go.
carry that.
Oh, right. Some heavy weapon and some other weapon. That's okay. Heavy weapons are very good for dealing with plague hearts early on,
That
because they
went
deal a
quicker
lot of
than I thought.
damage
Oh shit. Yeah.
without costing ammo. But they require so much stamina. I don't really like using them myself. They're very good, but just not really my thing. Maybe I should check this. I mean, I'm here. I might as well. Let's put some stuff in the trunk, by the way. That. Give me
That's
these. Yeah, that is heavy. There. Oh, shit. I did not see that with my dumb head. Hold on, let's create a safe zone first. You automatically create a safe zone when you've scouted every room. As you can see, the little grey dot there means I haven't explored that room yet.
Zed free.
I have, and then it makes a safe zone, which is indicated by these white areas. Now, a safe zone isn't actually safe. It just means that the way the game works, it constantly spawns new zombies on the map, but it will not spawn any inside safe zones. They can still enter safe zones though, and they will. But they won't spawn inside there.
Like a drunken bull in here.
So if it makes sound like I just did, the only zombies that will be attracted to that are zombies that the game spawns from having that search crash happen. Which is a random chance, and the chance is very high, especially on lethal. But it won't actually alert any zombies nearby because there will not be any nearby.